is Goddess Kring, and I'm in the 2006 Summer Solstice Parade, dancing in the streets. Good evening, my name is Shannon Kringen and you're watching Goddess Kring, and I just read poetry and it brought up so many issues. I read my 15 minutes of poetry on stage live at the Nectar Lounge in Fremont, and it brought up a lot of issues for me about intimacy chasing me, feel like it's erasing me, and I'm really exhausted. But I want to talk about this later, about my confidence and my self-esteem and my can of worms and the demons in my psyche in terms of connecting with human beings, being intimate, having confidence in being my true self. It's rather difficult to be Shannon Kringen right now. And some people are mean to me and taunting me, and it's really upsetting me. And I get confused, and I'm over attentive to others when I try to get close to them, and I have all these passive aggressive things that I do. And the awful thing is that in some ways I'm a pretty intelligent, sensitive person, and I'm very self-aware, but yet I still can't seem to break free from the problems that I have. And I sound like I'm an okay together person maybe when I talk on this video. And I live alone, I pay my bills, I do a lot of functional things. I make a living as an art model, which is pretty unusual and means I'm a strong person. But in other ways, I'm very fragile and unhappy and very neurotic, and I find that very disturbing. And I have a lot of self-doubt, which is the biggest problem I have, is my self-doubt. So when people compliment me, I get overly affected by that, and then when people put me down or make fun of me or judge me in a harsh, negative way, then I overreact to that. So then I need to be alone to recharge my batteries, and then I'm alone, and then I get lonely, and then I isolate myself too much, and then I overstimulate myself too much with other people and get confused about who I really am again. And I feel like I'm supposed to be a chameleon and get along with everybody. That's an exaggeration, but that's generally what I do. I try to adapt to other people, and like, who am I? So no wonder I like being alone, because when I'm alone I'm allowed to be myself, and when I'm with others I'm not sure, I don't really feel free to be my full self. So I gotta figure this stuff out. This is really, in some ways, I'm a miserable human being. Because of my lack of ability to be close to others.